Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you, the veteran Chris Boswell, getting things started. Off we go here in Baltimore. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. Down the sideline, past the 40. And he is gone. 80 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown, Ravens.
Terrific way, Greg, to get this game started. Able to get the opening touchdown and do it with a long run.
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're definitely going to take it. And they're going to be able to build on those plays as the rest of this game moves along.
Makes the score, Ravens 7, Steelers nothing.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This is fielded inside the 5. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
Well, we knew coming into this one, Mike, that we were going to see a lot of this guy, and we knew we'd see a lot of him early. And if that first play is any indication of the rest of this game, this defense is going to have their hands full containing him.
Let's go. 70, Timberwolves.
They'll look to throw here on first down. His throw left side is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is first down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Viking 18.
To the air now on first and 10. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's second down.
Second and 10.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
We'll try again. It's second and 10.
65 catch, 65 catch. Panther 60, Panther, go.
They'll look to throw. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. They're locked in on this drive. Second connection for that pair. This one gaining 22. Now they'll set up to throw. Rolling right. That is hauled in at the 5. And he will score. DK Metcalf. Touchdown Steelers. His 12th touchdown of the year.
That ties the game.
And that was just a great drive. Really from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play call just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. And you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns.
at their own
Man, that goes a long
26-yard
way
line.
towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Get it.
They'll start out on the ground with Henry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. That's Alex Highsmith in for the tackle.
He's brought down at the 31.
From the 31,
4 yards
here's
on the
second
pickup.
down and 6.
Second and 6.
Let's go now. Ready.
Going to go right back to Henry. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
He's brought down
So everything
at the
this
31.
defense talks about,
A
Mike,
gain of
is
a yard.
creating
Brings up
negative
3rd
plays.
and
It's one of the
5.
best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for a Raven first down.
First down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
On the handoff, it's Henry. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Trap alert. Trap alert. Hey. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Ready, ready.
They'll go again here with Henry. He's got it. That's a first down at the cross midfield. And down to the 47-yard line.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
Has caught left side by Likely. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
It's a gain
Give
of
them 14
yards.
on that one. First
That's
down,
another
Baltimore.
Baltimore first down. First
Hey,
and 10
hey,
at the
check that,
32-yard
check that.
line.
Let's go. Let's go.
This is Henry. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of
He's
scrimmage.
tackled at the
And that's it.
32-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up second and 9.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second and 9.
Ready.
Back to throw. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
For Isaiah
He was
Likely.
trying to get that one to
Incomplete.
Isaiah Likely.
It's now third down.
And it's gonna be
9
third down.
yards to go.
Set.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 22-yard line.
Ready, ready.
From the 22 now, here's second and 8.
Here we go. Trap 50. Trap 50. 19.
He'll drop to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it. And the ability to continue to sustain these drives and maintain possession, these third downs are so critical, Mike, because every time an offensive play caller gets a fresh set of downs to work with, there's just more opportunities to continue to try to strike deep and go to score.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's first and 5. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's complete. It's Metcalf. And he's got another one. D.K. Metcalf. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. So 2 touchdowns for him in this one. Numbers 12 and 13 on the year.
Extra point is good.
What an opening quarter he is having. Greg, that is 2 touchdown receptions here in the first quarter.
Mike, all this guy has to do is keep this pace up, and he's going to have himself 8 touchdowns. But in all seriousness, if I'm this quarterback, I'm not looking anywhere else until this defense proves they have an answer. Because right now, they don't have it.
And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Taking off.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Ready.
On the give, here's Henry. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
At the 28-yard line.
So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. 14-7 is our score. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Here's 3rd and 7.
Ready? Mustang 19. 870 Timberwolf. Buffalo 18. Ready?
He'll look to throw. Downfield, got a man, and he's got it. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Henry. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a gain of 5.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 5.
Viking 18. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 79 Broncos. Dragon 60. Ready?
He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers. And he's into the end zone. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Ravens. On is Luke to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Ravens will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Here comes a return from the 3. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Come on. Hit. Gotta be lying. Warriors 70. Bronco 80. Ready.
This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
Green on the stop. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 2. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
60 Eagles.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Plenty of room after that catch. Big gainer of 23.
Here we go.
Shotgun run now with Walker. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 41. Here's 2nd down and 9.
70 Rangers. Ready. Cowboy 8. Ready.
Open man, that is Jordan Watkins. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. A pickup there of 28 yards.
And the Steelers first down.
Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Set it. Liking it. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Go.
He pulls it in around the 5. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Steelers. His 4th TD grab of the season. Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. The return starts from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Pirates. Let's go now.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll swing this out wide to Henry. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down. It's a big one for the Ravens. 35 yards.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. There to make the stop, the All-Pro T.J. Watt.
1-yard gain.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 9.
Steelers 38-yard line.
Cougar 19, 18, Pioneers.
Pass to the right side, he's got Andrews. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves. Check go.
He'll try and run for this with Henry. Oh, he didn't need much, but I don't think he got there. Going to depend on the spot, but it looks like he is short.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to him, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on 4th down. They'll run for it with Henry. He's going to have a Ravens first down. They find a way to keep the drive going with the 4th down conversion.
Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Let's go. Ready.
On the ground, here's Henry. A modest gain. Maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
25-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Panther 11, Panther 11, Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That is brought in at the 10. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game. And they're knocking on the door here, 1st and goal. At the very least, got to come away with some points.
That's a nice pickup, bringing it down to the 3.
Tackle made at the 3-yard line.
2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Get it. Viking 8, go.
Henry. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line.
Brings up 3rd.
Although I would have liked to have seen them throw the ball on one of the 2 prior downs. Now, after getting stopped twice, Mike, they haven't gained an inch on the ground. I think on 3rd down, you have no choice but to put the ball in the hands of your quarterback and see if he can make a play through the air.
On 3rd down, they'll run, and here comes the reverse. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Has Walker. Touchdown, Baltimore. No problem there on the extra point, and the Ravens will even the score. It's now 21-all.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the 1st half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Trap 60, go. 79 Broncos. Steady.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. That run good for a dozen. And a very quick 1st down. Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their 2nd as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half.
7, here we go, set. 60 Vikings, 60 Warriors, 70.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. And this time the rush gets home. And down he goes. Now a timeout signal form, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And with just 1 second remaining in the 1st half, they get the timeout.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Tyler Loop now to try the field goal. This a 57-yard attempt. He'll bang that one through. It's good. We have hit halftime. We'll take a quick break, come back, 2nd half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
To kick off for Baltimore.
3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. Here comes a return from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Let's go.
On the handoff, this is Walker. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and
Ball on the
9.
28-yard line. Here's second down.
Come on. Set. Hawk 70. Hawk 70.
Metcalf, the motion man.
Ready.
Forced out wide. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
I can guarantee you that interception he threw on the previous drive, that's still in the back of his mind. You got to know when to take a chance, and you got to know when to just throw the ball away and live for the next down.
It'll be a pickup of 10. That's a Steeler first down.
First down, Pittsburgh.
60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Let's go now. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Ready.
He'll air this one out for Watkins. That is caught. And he will go all the way. Jordan Watkins. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers have taken a 4-point advantage.
24.
Boswell now following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. From the 6, here comes a return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Okay, ready?
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll try to set up the screen to Genty. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain. Penetration is the key to run defense. Stop the running back before he has a chance to get started. That's exactly how it played out here.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
Ready, set.
3rd and 6.
Ready. Cowboy 80. Dragon 6. Warrior 70. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Let go.
Finding space at the 40. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 27
They
yards.
get the conversion on 3rd down. It was a gain of 27.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he'll get about 5.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Here's Henry. He's got space inside the 25. And he will get into the end zone. Derrick Henry, touchdown Ravens. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Luke now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Ravens go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3.
Steelers 28.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. safe kick taken at the 5. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
On the jump. Let's go. 19 Charger, 19 Charger.
Now, faking the give. He's going to take a shot down the field. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, a little predictable there. You feel like you just gave up points, and the first thing you want to do is you just want to answer back, and you try to get it all in one play. Nice job by the defensive coordinator, understanding the deep shot was coming, having the right call there. So offensively, just take what's there. You're not going to get all those points back in one play. Take your time, take what's there, sustain the drive.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
19 Lions. Let's go now. Cougar, let's go.
They'll look to throw. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Steeler first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Steelers.
The run up the middle. It's Walker. And he proves tough to bring down. Good running across midfield. A gain of 8 that time.
A gain of 9 brings up
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and a yard. So keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. And he's going to have the Steelers first down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th down.
13 yards on the play. And the Steelers first down.
On the ground, it's Walker. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Malachi starts there for the stop.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Now they'll set up to throw. Over the middle, Metcalf has it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
A gain of 26
that
yards.
one good for 26 yards. Still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Out to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, Steelers. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Boswell adds the extra point. And the Steelers have taken a 4-point advantage.
Ravens 31.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. He'll start at the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Come on, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 79 Broncos. Ready?
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. His throw left side is complete. They get 11 and quickly pick up the first down.
Okay,
So
ready?
it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. That's 11 yards again. 2 plays in a row. And another first down.
Ready, break.
2 first downs have them up to the 44-yard line. It's 1st and 10.
70 Timberwolves. Ready, ready.
Going to go right back to Henry. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line.
10 more yards.
Give him 10 more on that one. And another first down. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Tag. Hawk.
A give right up the middle to Henry. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
It's a loss of a yard.
Well, the defense gets a rare win. We've seen this ball carrier have his way on the ground pretty much all day today, Mike, and give credit to the defense. They were able to get back in the backfield with some penetration and bring them down for a loss.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Open right side is likely.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready up.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Ready. Let go.
4th quarter underway, and here's Henry. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Ready. Cougar 19. Let go.
They'll go again here with Henry. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3.
19.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate. Mike, I'll tell you, off his foot, I thought he had it the entire way. I mean, sometimes you get lucky and the ball kind of kicks in off the upright, but other times you don't. In this case, the upright sent it right back.
Ready? Here we go. Start, go.
They'll throw out of the gun. Quick throw, taken in. And they will finally run him down. A big one here in the 4th quarter. 31 yards.
Think of all the guys that we came in today thinking that this defense could control. This is probably the last guy we would have thought. I mean, but give this defense a lot of credit. They had a plan to take away one of the best options, and they've certainly executed it to perfection.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a 2nd and 9.
Trap 60. Trap 60. Let's go now. Bronco 80. Ready?
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Back to throw. That's caught by Watkins. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up fourth down.
Fourth down and 1.
He'll look to throw. That's over the middle and take it in. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Boswell now following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. He fields it at the 8. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Buffalo 18.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to look for the home run ball. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
Well, they pretty much need a touchdown on this possession, and I think if I'm the defensive coordinator, the fine line you have to find, Mike, is I know I don't want to give up a deep shot. I also don't want to just play prevent defense and give up too much underneath. So just continue to find that balance, make them go the long way, and just bleed this clock.
It's 3rd and 7.
Here's 3rd and 7.
18, get it, 18, find it. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. That is caught. He finds Walker. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
17 yards. That's good for Baltimore.
70 Raiders, 70 Raiders, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks. Ready.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The defensive coaches, they preach all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Ready. 19.
As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go. No, no, go check, go check. Mustang 19. Ready, ready.
He's going to let this one go deep. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down.
Warriors 70. Buffalo 18.
Throwing now from the gun. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And flags come out. That's batted down. It's incomplete, but it looked like early contact. Let's check the call.
Trap 60, trap 60. Stop, ready, go.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Well, here down the field will fall incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
Pass right side going to be taken in by Walker. And he's going to be marked out down at the 5.
It's a gain of 28
It'll be 1st
yards.
and goal. That's a gain of 28.
First down.
Track.
1st and goal
Track.
at the
60
5-yard
Eagles,
line.
60 Eagles. 19 tight, 19 tight. Hut, hut.
They'll look to throw yet again. That's hauled in at the 2. And he will score. Game on. Touchdown, Baltimore. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop?
That's caught. So they get the 2-point conversion. And all of a sudden, that 11-point deficit down to just a field goal here in the 4th.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
19. Ready. Ready.
Now Walker. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. The defense uses its 2nd timeout here, and don't forget, clock going to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well. Second and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
That one swung out wide to Walker, and it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. And 3rd and final timeout taken by the defense, so the 2-minute warning, the only clock stoppage they have left. Here's a handoff to Walker, running to the left. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Touchdown, Steelers. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Ravens 39.
Boswell now, following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. This returnable from the 4. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
28-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Knocked it. Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Panther 11. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll come up now for 2nd down.
17. Get it. 60. Panther 6. Go.
They'll drop to throw. Forced to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. It's a gain there of 26 yards. Still some hope. Keyword some. No timeouts. They need 2 scores, and it's 1st and 10.
Trap 60, trap 60. 18, Pioneer. Buffalo 18.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
Zay
10.
Flowers, the intended receiver, and it'll be 2nd down.
Broncos. Ready. Viking 18.
They'll look to throw again. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And 10.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Let go.
Now there's a throw out wide. Hey, this might be a double pass. Oh, he's got a man open, and it's caught. And it works to perfection. A double pass leading to a run into the end zone for a touchdown. Big moment here for the Ravens as they will go for the 2-point conversion.
The Ravens will line up for the 2-point
19.
conversion.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready, ready.
On the zone read, he'll keep it himself. That is caught. And they get the 2-point conversion.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. Look at them go!
That was their last shot. They've got no timeouts left. Now the offense could just simply come take the field. Best play in football, Mike. Victory formation, take a couple knees, get on with the win.
Ready.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So this one, a win for the visiting Steelers. They get the victory away from home in the division. This was so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time, later in the season. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.